Hey everyone, Theo here. Today I'm going to review two portable LED lights from SmallRig, a company that sells gear and equipment to professional photographers and videographers. First of all, disclaimer, these two are review units provided by SmallRig, however, all the opinions in this video are my own. This is the SmallRig RM75, this is the SmallRig M160. This review is going to be quite long, so if you want to save time, you can use the timestamps provided to jump to different sections of this video. And in this video, I'm going to show you the features for the lights. I'm going to compare them with each other as well as with the older lights that I have been using. This review is for photographers and videographers. Let me give you a quick intro and the bottom line up front. This is the SmallRig RM75, this is the M160. The number represents the number of LCDs on the lights. This is priced at US $79, this is $99. These are compact portable lights with built-in battery and many settings that you can change for the lights and the colors. And they have displays to show you the settings. The battery life for the small one is at least 3 hours at full intensity. For the big one, it's 1.5 hours, and they perform as advertised. In other words, they have very good performance. The main difference between these two is the RM75 has Bluetooth functionality. So in addition to being able to adjust the intensity and the colors with the controls on the unit, you can adjust the intensity and the colors with an app, an iPhone app or an Android app. And using the app to control the settings is more convenient, it's faster, and it's easier to get finer adjustments. And you can use the RM75 in an array, so you can buy multiple units of this and use your app to control the lighting system. This is how big the lights are compared to this phone that I have here with a 6.7-inch display. By the way, SmallRig has another light which is slightly smaller than this. The model is P96L and it's US $40. So are these lights worth the money? Well, you can decide based on the findings that I'm about to present. All I want to say right now is they work really well. So this is me recording without any lights on the right side, and this is with the light introduced to the right side to balance the light that I have from the window on my left. And now for the full review, let's start with the RM75, and these are the items included in the box. There's a quick start guide with Chinese and English text, a diffuser, the light, a USB Type A to Type C cable for charging the light. The design is very clean and simple with rounded corners, a metal body. On the back there is the LCD display to show you the settings, and it powers on almost instantly. At the top here we have the controls. This dial is also a button, that's the on-off switch, and the USB-C port for charging. This light supports quick charging, although I did not measure how fast it takes to fully charge the light, but it's quite fast. This is the power specifications. The battery capacity is 4000 mAh, and this supports quick charge. And if this runs out of battery, you can still use it with an external power bank. Right at the bottom is a tripod mount, and you can see this light is quite thin. This is just slightly thicker than my phone with the case. This light has magnets on the sides and the back, so you can attach it to suitable metallic surfaces like this, or like this, and you can still have access to the controls. You won't be able to use this with the case or the diffuser though, because it's going to weaken the magnets. And the magnets, when you use it like this, are quite strong. To attach this to a tripod or a camera, you will need a tripod plate or an adapter. So, wow, the magnets are quite strong. The main thing to note here is this is going to be vertical, and the weight is 180 grams, so it's going to add some weight to your camera system, but overall it's still very manageable. If you need something lighter, SmallRig actually has lighter units. The main selling point here is the large battery capacity. So this diffuser can be installed very easily, and there are cutouts for the controls, and you can mount this as well. This is very bright. The brightness is up to 1300 lux from 30 centimeters away, or 120 lux from 1 meter away. Let's look at the different lighting modes. So currently I'm using the CCT mode, where you can adjust the color temperature. So let's reduce the color temperature to 2500 K. So this is warm light. And at 6500 we have daylight. And you can adjust the settings very quickly by using the dial at the top. So you can press and hold the dial to jump out of this setting and switch to a different lighting mode. So let's go to the next one, FX. So these are the different lighting patterns. So with paparazzi, you get this. Let's increase the intensity so that you can see what's happening. Yep, so that's paparazzi. This is party light. You can see the color actually change. There are many different modes you can choose from. It's easier to choose the mode, easier and faster to choose the different modes using the handphone app, which I'm going to show you later on, than using the dial, because you have to press and dial, press and dial. So it's not as quick compared to using the phone app. Let's go to the next mode, which is RGB. This is, as the name suggests, you can change the RGB of the light. It's self-explanatory. Let me show you the next one, which is HSI, hue, saturation, and intensity. So this is where you can adjust the color of the light if you need a specific color. You can choose the light out of this 360-degree range, and it will cycle through the light. And one nice thing about this is once you hit 360, it will go back to 0. The downside is you have to scroll quite a bit. Let's see what you can do with the app. So before you can use the light with the app, you have to add the light to the app using Bluetooth. For some reason, in my case, I did not need to pair the light here before I pair it with the app. So let's just add this and confirm. With this app, you can add multiple lights. So let's just go into this light to see what we can adjust. To adjust, you have to switch on the connection first. So this is where you can adjust the color temperature, and it's so much easier and faster to adjust the color temperature with this slider compared to using the dial on top. So this is the CCT mode, or the white light mode. You can switch it to HSI, choose a different color. Let's choose red. Move it to yellow, green. This is very convenient, very fast as well. This is the RGB. Wow, and you can see the responsiveness. It's very good. It's very responsive. And these are the different lighting patterns. So earlier on, I showed you paparazzi and lightning. There are, let's see, 15 combinations you can choose from. So that's RGB, paparazzi, party, lightning, faulty bulb, TV, candle, random, fireworks, police car, fire truck, ambulance, wielding, SOS, and pulsing. And again, you can adjust the intensity and the frequency as well for the lighting pattern here. This is the color card. I have no idea how to use this, so I'm not going to pretend that I do. So this is what you can do with the app, and it's very convenient. A portable light system such as this is very convenient, and this has magnetic interface, so it's very useful. So for example, I'm filming this footage with strong light source coming from the window on this side. I can use the light to balance the light to remove the shadows. The limitation here is the size of the light. So this is kind of small, and if I push this close, you can see the spotlight effect. So if I want it to be more natural, perhaps using a bigger light would be better. But this still works pretty well. I just make YouTube videos for fun and as a hobby, so I'm not very particular about lighting. However, for professionals who want to control lighting, having a system like this is very useful. So again, for example, I have light source coming from this direction, and without the light, you can see very weird shadows. But with the light, it can actually balance off the window light quite well. There are many small, compact, portable lighting systems in the market, so why choose something like this versus this? Well, this is very compact. It comes with a built-in lithium battery, and this is also quite compact, but this one uses removable, rechargeable batteries. The advantage here is when the battery life is depleted, you can replace the batteries very easily and quickly. The downside is these batteries drain much faster compared to lithium batteries, and when the battery life is going down, the intensity of the light also goes down noticeably. I find the lithium battery to be able to retain the light intensity more consistently when the battery life depletes. So even when the battery is at 10 or 5%, the light is still quite bright. I actually don't have many bad things to say about this light. It performs as advertised. The only limitation here is due to the size, but there are larger LED lights that you can get if you find this to be too small. And speaking about small, this is small enough for you to fit in your pocket and bring around very easily. And there is no way for the light to switch on accidentally while it's in your pocket, because this power switch here is quite stiff in a good way. Let's take a look at the SmallRig M160. So inside the box we have a small pouch to carry the light, a USB Type A to Type C charging cable, a hot shoe adapter, the quick start guide in Chinese and English, the diffuser, and this honeycomb grid, which you can see because I am using this light to light up the grid, otherwise it's all dark. The size of the SmallRig M160 is very similar to plus size phones. The weight is 230 grams, so this is heavier compared to the RM75, which is 180 grams. But this is also thinner, this is thicker, and this is about as thick as my phone with the case. So if you can fit your phone in a pocket, you will be able to fit this in a pocket as well, just not in the same pocket. There are 160 LED lights on the unit, and this is about 6.5 or 6 3/4 inches. At the bottom here, there is a tripod mount, USB-C charging port, and this USB Type A port is a power outlet, so you can use this light as a power bank. Battery capacity is 3,800 mAh, and based on my testing, I was able to get 1.5 hours of use at maximum intensity. The battery supports quick charge. On the back, there is the LCD to show you the settings and the battery life. At the top, there is the on-off switch. On the side, we have two dials for the control and that little set button to switch between color modes. On the other side, there is a second tripod mount, also with a screw thread measurement of 1/4 inch. The build quality is extremely solid. This feels a lot like plastic, but there is no flex at all. This light only has magnets on the back, so you can attach it to suitable metallic surfaces like this The magnets are quite strong and you still have access to the buttons. You won't be able to use this together with the diffuser because it's going to weaken the strength of the magnets. That's the power specification, and here as well. When the battery life is depleted, you can still use this with a power bank or a cable connected to a power source. So that's the LCD. Currently we are in CCT mode where we can adjust the intensity and the color temperature. This dial here is just for adjusting the brightness or intensity. The other dial is actually more of a toggle where you can push left and right to change the values, and you can push in the button to switch between different settings. Let's look at the different lighting modes. So this is scene mode where you can choose between different lighting or flashing patterns. So this is currently the siren, and you can choose between 3 options here. This is blue and white, red and blue, and this is also red and blue but flashing at higher frequency. What I don't like about this is there is no name for the mode, so you have to rely on the light. You have to see the light to determine which mode you are in. There are up to 12 patterns you can choose from. So this is pulsing, and you have 3 options for pulsing. This is the flashing, thunder perhaps. And this is, I'm not sure what this is because there is no name for that. Let's switch to another lighting mode. So this is HSI, hue, saturation and intensity. You can use the toggle switch to change the values very easily and quickly, which is really nice. And press once again to switch to saturation so you can adjust the saturation. This light is very bright. The intensity is 1350 lux from 0.5 meters away. This light is bright enough to balance strong sunlight. So this is how it looks. I like this because this is bigger compared to the RM75, so it diffuses light better compared to the smaller unit, which gives you a spotlight effect. And it looks quite good. If you need the light to be in a certain direction, you can install the honeycomb grip. So the diffuser and the honeycomb grip are both very easy to install, and there are cutouts for all the buttons as well as for the tripods. So now the light is going in a certain direction. Another thing I don't like about this LCD display is it shows you battery bars, which is good, but it doesn't show you the hours and the minutes left compared to the SmallRig RM75's LCD. If you want to mount this on a camera, you can do so with the included hot shoe mount. This will add a lot more weight to the camera. It's 230 grams, but still manageable, I would say. Let me show you the OLED I'm using. So this is so chunky. This uses removable rechargeable batteries, and the battery would drain very quickly. So as the battery life is depleted, the light intensity will also drop significantly and noticeably. The good thing about this with its lithium battery is it can maintain the light intensity consistently even when the battery life depletes. And this is the diffuser for this light. It's not as easy to install compared to the silicone diffuser for the SmallRig light, and I need to secure this Velcro behind. Oh, I forgot to put this flap on the back. The good thing about this is 33 US dollars, this is 99 US dollars. However, this diffuser is sold separately and this is 20 US dollars. So we are looking at 50 US dollars for this versus 99 US dollars. So, I mean, you get what you pay for, I guess. RM75 versus M160, which to get will come down to the features you are looking for. Both are portable, but this small one is going to be more portable simply because it's less than half the size of this. And this is slightly lighter at 180 grams versus 230 grams. So you can fit this easily in pocket. You can fit this in a pocket as well, as long as your pocket is big enough. The size for this is about the size of a plus size phone. There is Bluetooth functionality with an app that goes with it. There is no Bluetooth here. Due to the smaller size of this, there can be this spotlight effect, which may or may not be an issue depending on the type of work you do. So with the larger light, you can get softer, more diffused light, which is very nice. Battery life at full intensity is 3 hours on the RM75 and 1.5 hours on the M160. The longer battery life on this is due to it having 75 LEDs compared to 160 LEDs on the big one. Both lights work really well. This is US $79, this is $99, so you can decide whether or not they are worth your money. If you have any questions regarding these two lights, let me know in the comment section below. I hope this review is helpful. See you in the next one. Bye!